Welcome to Auto Top NL and welcome to this ring review of, yes, it is indeed Martijn's new M140i. This might be the first time showing it. That depends a bit on when this video will be released. But as you can see, he has got his hands on an M140i, one of the latest model years that was made. And in this beautiful, yeah, I think it's called sunburnt, or well, in this beautiful orange color with a lot of M performance goodies. And we're gonna actually test this car today at the ring for basically a baseline. So we're gonna convert this car into a bit more of a track tool inspired car, and we're gonna do that through Evolution M. So with all our expertise and my motorsport knowledge, we're gonna turn this car into a dailyable but track oriented car. So what is special about this specific car? So it has already the M Performance upgraded bigger brakes, so that means the bigger discs actually. That's also for the rear. What else? The M Performance, the little wing thing, AC Schnitzer exhaust on it. Of course, the 19-inch wheels. This car currently sits on Dunlop tires. Not sure what these are gonna perform, but I'm not expecting too much from them. And the really cool feature on it, all the M Performance goodies in the interior. So as you can see, we have the M Performance LED steering wheel, all the carbon trim, the Alcantara here with the M Performance. And I will turn it on really quick so you can see it. You hold down both buttons and there we have the displays that you can scroll through with all kinds of function. And of course the LEDs, I don't know if in the park it shows, no, because soft limiter. But we're gonna take this car out on track and I'm gonna show you what it's like in its completely stock form at the Nurburgring Nordschleife. So guys, we're about to go out on track on the Nürburgring, completely stock M140i. Nothing really special about it in that sense, apart from it having the bigger M Performance upgraded brakes. So that might be able to help us a bit here. But yeah, that's what we're going to find out. So I'm gonna put the car in manual, I'm gonna put the car in Sport Plus, and I'm gonna leave the dynamic traction on in this case. And I'll tell you why. Because when you completely turn off the traction control with these cars, these are not LSD. These are like an open diff, which is kind of controlled, I guess. So we're gonna leave it on for safety measures. And look at those cool ass shift lights we have. And you can hear the nice click from these magnetic pedal shifters also. We're gonna take it fairly easy. I just went in the fully modified M140i, so this is really a good baseline in that sense, to see what the car in its stock form does. And also of course see how brakes and such hold up. And you can immediately feel these tires are not gonna have the best time of their life, I can tell you that. Ooh, that's a lot of understeer. Quicker car here, which I'm gonna let pass. No, he is not gonna go past, I think. Oh, you can feel, ooh, understeer, understeer, understeer. Not a big fan of that. But like I said, this car is completely stock, and we are going to address all these issues that I'm gonna find during the drive, which is, well, we can tell already the front axle of this car, but also I can feel already that here when we go over curbs, that woolly feeling rear end on this car. It's really yeah, it almost feels like it's riding on a cushion of some sorts. Here, look at that, just a bit unpredictable actually. And that woolly feeling is because the subframes on these cars on the rear are actually with rubber bushings, which are very soft, and which makes the whole rear axle move. So you feel that rear end move around in it's a very strange sensation. I actually used to own an M135i, and I know exactly what it felt like, and it reminds me immediately of that car again, because it hasn't changed, unfortunately. and also LSD. So when I try to go on power, it's gonna one tire fire. So one wheel is gonna start spinning and the car doesn't want to move forward. So that's not really a great thing. I have to say the M Performance brakes actually, they feel pretty nice. I can't complain. Let's see what it does under, like, oh, yeah, not bad, not bad. But here it's understeer galore, and then the traction control is trying to correct it. We're gonna let this little Peugeot here have fun. Let's see how it copes through the compression. I mean, not bad at all. And you can really see these cool, the cool shift lights. The goal also with this car is to keep it, of course, very streetable. So you've probably, if you watch this series on a weekly basis, you will know that there have been some crazy fast and prepared cars already, but they make a lot of noise on the interior. They have very little sound deadening. They have, yeah, they're just very loud and very out there. And that makes it a bit of a compromise, because we don't want to compromise on that. We still want to retain all, you know, the factory goodness on the inside, so keep it fairly quiet and nice, but then have it perform on track. And we're gonna do that by giving it all kinds of suspension and shock upgrades. So we're not gonna fully cage this car, take out the interior. No, that is not the case. But we're gonna do something which is called club sport, I guess. So basically how BMW, for example, builds an M4 GTS. That's what we're gonna try to achieve with this car. And I have to say the brakes are actually holding up much better than I was expecting them to do. The diff is horrible. It's not doing what you want the car to do. It doesn't really, you know, let you overpower the car. I can turn off TC, but then it's just gonna be a one tire fire show, and yeah, there's no point in doing that really. And you can see here I'm full throttle, and it's cutting the power because of that MDM mode that it says. It's actually not called, it's just called traction mode on this car. I'm just gonna actually stay behind this E36 here, because I think he's like a 318, so he doesn't have the power, but he does have the grip, which we do not have at the moment. As you can see here, this is full throttle. Is he gonna... Yeah, I think the speed difference here is gonna be very big, so I'm just gonna go past him here. Thank you. You can see this is... that's really nice. You can see where the shift, because actually I would expect when you drive this on the road, you expect the car to be, well, the car is loud, I wouldn't say, but the noise is there. But now when you go on track, there's nobody there sound wise, so these shift lights are really helping me out. And even here it's already understeering on these skinny Dunlop tires. Here you see the car just, it's understeer, oversteer, it's a bit all over the place. Well, through carousel I can tell you already it's gonna cope pretty well, because factory suspension pretty high, so we have all the room in the world to send it through here. Perfectly fine through there. Let's see what it does. I mean, that it does handle for a factory none, because, well, we can't really call this an M, because in all fairness it just isn't. But not bad, I have to say, BMW, that's not bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Of course, a lot of the shittiness can be accounted by because of the tires at the moment, which are not doing great. And you can see see the traction control is trying to hold you back all the time. And I can already slowly feel the brakes giving up on me just that little bit. They're not having the greatest time of their life. You can feel the brake pedals starting to become longer and more soft, which is not what you want, of course, because you want that confidence. And we're gonna solve that fairly easily, I can tell you, because these brake calipers are definitely up to the standard that we're looking for, but it's gonna be solved with, I think, only brake pads and some brake lines, some brake fluid, nothing special, and also nothing really too expensive, because we're not gonna spend an extreme amount of money on this car to turn it into something that we want it to be. No, we're gonna, you know, keep it fairly budget, of course, whatever you can determine as budget, of course, because it's still in the end quite a good chunk. But for an X amount of budget, I think we can turn this car into a even more, because it's not bad to be honest, but in an even more track capable car for not crazy money. So I think you want this to compete with an M3 or an M4 and preferably be better than that. And I think we should definitely be able to do that. I really feel like we can. So guys, as you can see, that was a lap in the completely stock M140i from Martijn. I have to say, not bad at all. I expected it to be a lot more sketchy, but it was not the case. So yeah, pretty good. Temperatures are still very good. Oil a good 114, water 89. No issues there. So yeah, quite happy with how it performed. The next time that you will see this car at the ring, it's gonna be a different case, I can tell you that. It's gonna be much more grippy, it's gonna be probably quite a bit faster and also a bit more snappy on those shifts, because this is not super snappy with the ZF. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and see you at the next ring review. Bye bye guys.